Hey guys, my name is Bando, this is Brexit Bando, and hot off the heels of my last video, I'm going to review a painting tutorial. No, I'm not really. So I was over on the Bolter and Chainsword, the premier site for all power armor nerds, and in the Heresy threads, someone had posted this old Duncan Rhodes painting video from 7 years ago about how to paint yellow over black. And the recent sort of thing with the whole reviewing painting stuff and how that guy in that video was critiquing people on how to use certain techniques in certain ways and all that sort of thing got me thinking. So I watched this video by Duncan, and I'm literally going to show you a couple of seconds of this video that kind of annoy me. I'm actually going to just turn the volume off because you won't be able to hear it. And I just wanted you guys to I don't know, I just wanted to talk about it. So, first of all, look at how little water he uses to thin down his paint. Okay, that's wild. When I started, I was watering it down to a glaze. Now, the whole issue here with painting yellow is how opaque, not opaque, I keep getting this word wrong, how translucent the paint is over black. And it, you can see here, it almost takes on a green tinge because of it. And that's almost neat paint he's using. This is the struggle we had painting yellow forever. I've been painting since I was 6 years old. I'm 37 this year. Painting yellow, painting white has always been a struggle for miniature painters because of this very issue. And the guys who could paint yellow well were, the first question, any thread on the Bolter and Chainsword of someone who painting Imperial Fist was, how did you paint your yellow? And we had dozens and dozens and dozens of different techniques. I mean, one of the most famous ones here is Goober Town Hobbies using pink now. And that's the sort of thing we would do. One of the more popular ones was using flesh tones. You'd base coat your entire miniature in something like bronzed flesh, or Cadian flesh tone, or something like that, to get a smooth coat if you weren't going to paint over yellow. Sorry, not yellow, a white undercoat. Thinking back about it, why the hell we didn't just use a white undercoat? Because we went from white undercoats to black undercoats. That was the thing. It's like, oh wow, yeah, all the serious painters use Chaos Black undercoats now because it pre-shades the whole model. And now I'm like, everyone's just like, yeah, we spray black, then we spray white over the top of it. And just thinking back about how stupid we were, because we started with like Chaos White spray, or not Chaos White, sorry, Skull White or something spray. And that's why all the models in like second edition are super bright, because we were painting directly over white. But yeah, this video, he just literally slaps on some of this Avalon Sunset, which is a great paint. I like the paint. But literally, I mean, look at the quality of that brush as well. That's horrendous. Typical GW. And then we get this. How many layers do you reckon he did? Because he doesn't say. That has, like, you may have seen the meme that was like, how to draw an owl, draw a circle, draw another circle, draw the rest of the fucking owl. That's the kind of energy I get here with this entire video. He's like, how do you paint yellow? Well, you just paint the yellow over the black. People ask these questions. We need these tutorials because people are struggling with these things. And sure, then he goes over with, Uriel yellow and he layers it. And he does his glazing and all his other bits and everything else and shading. And we get, a wonderful yellow helmet. Wonderful, great, love it. It doesn't help with the number one problem that you had there, which is getting a good coverage over black. Now, far from me to throw shade at our Lord and Saviour Duncan Two Coats Rhodes. You know, Duncan has done more for painting this hobby than, you know, anyone. I think. I think that is quite a. I think that is quite a safe thing to say, that Duncan has probably done more for modern Warhammer painting than anyone. More people have learnt to paint. You know, he has cemented himself into the cultural zeitgeist with his too thin coats catchphrase. He has his own paint range. I've seen him in real life. He was treated like a celebrity. I would say that Duncan is, you know, a net positive for the community, and I'm not throwing shade at him. I need to make that clear before some acolytes come after me. This is more of a critique of general tutorials, because I see this a lot in other tutorials where it is that they skip over the bit that people actually need help with. And I mean, it's why I try not to do too many as well, because I mean, a lot of these things, they take a lot of time. That's the problem. Yeah. Hey, Bando, wake up and just record a video half-cocked that you thought about for 10 minutes before going to bed. Do you guys agree? Do you find it kind of, like, even in this specific... I mean, all tutorials are kind of the same. It's like, hey, base coat, shade, highlight kind of thing. Nothing new there. This video could be painting blue, this video could be painting pink, it could be painting red, orange, you know, anything. And it's the same steps. I mean, that's kind of what all of Warhammer TV's painting tutorials were. And I know there's a lot of hate towards painting tutorials when the tutorial's like, okay, now grab your airbrush, and I get it, not everyone has an airbrush. Which is a weak-ass excuse. Buy an airbrush. They do not take up as much space as people think they do. I don't know, I don't know, maybe I'm just getting old and bitter. I mean, like, Goobertown's videos, despite, you know, Goobertown, is a good video where, you know, he shows the kind of thinking behind it, and the actual mechanics of it. Him actually laying the paint down is not as important as him kind of showing the results. I'm not sure where I'm going with this anymore. Yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to kind of vent a little bit about this. Again, I like Duncan. I like this. This is a good, you know, it's a nice tutorial in the sense that it would have been better if he just, you know, taken it. It's a 1 minute 59-second video. If they'd spent another minute or something explaining, hey, you know, yellow is hard to paint. You're gonna struggle. You need to keep your paint thin. You need to, you know, this base coat stage is the most important part. Maybe try a zenithal highlight. Maybe try, you know, painting in sub-assemblies. But I don't feel that the guy who asked this question is going to get any help, because the answer to this question literally is just paint the yellow. And I know this video is 7 years old, and I know that, you know, that's a little late to the party, but I think the recent sort of drama with painting tutorials has just got me thinking about painting tutorials and the ones I watch, and how a lot of the time I don't actually gain a lot of value from them. Do you guys feel like you get value from a lot of these tutorials? Maybe it's just because I've been painting so long. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if I'm just, you know, rambling out of my backside again. Also, if you haven't gone and seen it, there is a wonderful video by is it Night? Let me find it. Shit. There we go. Night Shift Minis. He's a wonderful guy in the like modelling tanks, like proper, you know, historical tanks and stuff. And he has done this absolutely phenomenal stick around model. Now he doesn't normally paint Warhammer at all. He paints historical tanks, and he uses all of his fantastic abilities. You know, he removes all the rivets and then puts the rivets back on in the right place. He retextures the armour so it actually looks like it's rolled and welded steel. He shaves in the actual heat cuts into the metal. There you go, you can see him down there. The heat cuts of how the metal would have been cut. Now these are actually, like, the technique is actually for an older style of production, you know, like it would have been in World War II, which fits the setting really well. You can see it here as well, because that's what Warhammer is, isn't it? It's that mixture of super advanced technology and bad, you know, ancient technology. And I mean, look at this. This is what 30k was. Back in, you know, before it was its own standalone game, before when it was still just an expansion for Warhammer. A lot of guys like this were the guys driving Heresy. All of the old books, the old art painting books, the Imperial Armour books, they were run, like, well, not run, but the artists who were doing the models were the kind of guys who did this sort of thing. So this is a tutorial I really can get behind. Night Shift, one of my absolute favourite channels on YouTube. If you guys are looking at upping your modelling, just come and have a look. I mean, yeah, he gets the colours kind of wrong and stuff, and he says repeatedly, you know, he's not a Warhammer player. He just picked this up because he felt like it. You know, he puts one Volkite and one las cannon on because he likes the look of them. He even says, like, I don't know the lore, please don't come at me. But, you know, he makes the turret look like it's made of cast metal because that shape would have been cast metal. This is like the way he shows you doing what he does as well. This is almost like the opposite of that how to paint yellow video. Brilliant. So I wanted to finish this video on a bit of a high note because this video, and please go and watch Night Shift's, even if you just watch this video, it's well worth the 28 minutes and 51 seconds. I 100% like guarantee you will learn some cool technique that you will be able to put into your models. And the best part is a lot of these techniques he has to really, really kind of subdue for actual historical models because they're not so realistic. But here, it's all turned up to 11. Look at this thing. Now we just need to get him to do a whole army. Alright guys, my name is Bando. This is Brexit Bando. Thank you very much for watching. Please drop a comment down below with what you think. If you have any questions, if you saw my community post about my broken Phoenix Terminator, you'll be happy to hear that he's now fixed. Again, I cannot give any more hype for the WoW stick. The WoW stick pen drill is just saved my life. It comes with a load of tiny drill bits, far smaller than anything I got for my regular hand pin drill. And because it's electric, I could just, you know, sort of thing, and drill through that tiny Phoenix spear shaft, so I could pin it back with a bit of tiny wire. I was surprised I even had wire fine enough to do it as well. That wasn't. I've got some tiny like copper wire that's for like wrapping around things. That has no structural value whatsoever. But then I managed to find some like Zamac or zinc wire I've got somewhere that was strong enough. So yeah, that's fixed. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, I really appreciate anyone who sticks around to the end. If you made it to the end, just say Happy Father's Day, because we've got Father's Day tomorrow. I'm going to go off and have a chicken pie with my dad apparently, and I'm actually going to bake him some shortbread today, because he likes shortbread. So yeah, thanks guys. If you want to support the channel, you know what to do. I love you all. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.